Hey everyone, Ketchum's here and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get rich quick on Roblox. Alright, so the first thing I want to tell you is that this is by no means a scam or any fraudness. These are all legit ways that I myself got rich on Roblox. So if you do look up here, you will notice I don't have a lot of Robux and I don't have a lot of tickets. However, I do have some fairly expensive hats. So that's where I spent all my money. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be showing you a couple of ways that you yourself can get rich. And yeah, first thing I want to recommend is you do buy Builders Club, alright? There are a couple examples here that you don't need Builders Club for, but it'll be much easier for your time if you do buy Builders Club. Outrageous Builders Club, I wouldn't buy that. Turbo, if you got the money, why not? But I just go with the original Builders Club here, monthly, $6. This is all you really need. You only really need 1 month to get this to work. You don't need 6 months. You definitely don't need this. This is just a scam, in my opinion. It's not really worth it. I'd probably go with this one here. This is the one I usually buy. I bought this once or twice, but this year just worked fine. So yeah, let's go with the first two ways I want to talk about. They're not ways I myself use, but they are ways that a lot of people I do know use and they do like. So when you go under trade currency, you want to click this here, limit order. And the way it works is a limit order is an order to buy at no more or sell at no less than a specific price. This gives you some control over the price at which the trade is executed. Executed, but may prevent the order from being executed. So what that means is you put in the number of tickets you have, or whatever you want to play with. I'll put in 153, and don't just put in a number like that, because you're not gonna get that trade. You definitely want to allow splits trades, but I'm not gonna get too in depth with this because I myself personally don't use this a lot. I'm sure you can find millions of ways to do this. The best ways I do recommend, however, are on the Roblox forums. They tend to have the best ones. But yeah, basically the way it works is you put in the number of tickets you want, and you do a bit of math with these numbers here to find out the number of Robux, maximum number of Robux that you can get. You trade, and then in a couple days or whenever, when these numbers here have changed, you trade in the number of Robux you have for tickets. And usually you get, hopefully, or I should say, you'll get more tickets than you put in. So I could probably end up getting, I don't know, 165. And that might not seem like a lot, but if you're doing this with around a K or 10K Robux, that can easily add up to getting a couple hundred Robux pretty fast. So a trade currency is definitely a way I recommend if you know how to do it and if you have some time to burn. But I would not recommend starting off with a trade currency with this low amount of Robux. It's just not worth it. Trading items, alright? This way is pretty good. This way is easy, I should say, but it's also long. And the reason why is because you do a lot of random trades. Like, let's just look at one of the trades I did. Alright, so this trade here, this value didn't originally exist. But the way it works is you give an item and you get items in return, alright? So, what you'll usually do is, this here was a good trade on my behalf, because I gave this guy's favorite egg, apparently, and I got all 4 of these items in return. Yes, these items here do suck, but I got 4 items, and that's a lot. And I could trade these 4 items now for something else. You look at the value here. This value here was not the same when I traded. In fact, this here I think was worth maybe 200. This was only worth like 300. But as you notice, after time goes on, it does grow. So I definitely recommend you do trade. But like I said, trading up does take a while, and you usually run into a nice number of stubborn people that don't want to trade unless their RAP or recent average price is higher than yours. So that is a problem with that. So now we're going to get into my personal favorite ways, and these ways are the ways that I use myself, and this is how I got rich. So the first thing I want you to do is just kind of steer clear of items like this, non-limiteds, for when you're trying to get rich, because these are almost more so they put you in the pit because you can't get back what you sold. So stick away from those. And let's just look at these 2 items here, alright? So we got the dark chocolate top hat and the bunny fedora. So let's just look at the dark chocolate top hat. Alright, so it was originally 250 Robux, but now it's selling for 700 Robux. Alright, so if you bought this for 250, you could sell for 700 and you're going to make profit. which is awesome. And these kind of items pop up a lot. Like there's a couple of these that come out weekly, and I really recommend you go for them. And the reason why is, well, because you make profit. You don't make a lot, I will admit that much, but it does add up. Stuff like the Gear Friday, why not? That's when you should look for these kind of items, because usually there's a lot of anticipation. People buy them, and then you can sell it really quick. However, I do recommend you wait before you do so. So let's just look at this hat here now, the bunny ear fedora. Alright, this hat here is selling now for 5,000 Robux, so that's a lot. However, it came out 3 days ago, and it's not even sold out. So items like this, you want to stay clear of. I wouldn't recommend going for items like this. Alright, there are a lot of groups, like, for example, this one here. This limited investors group is helpful because you have a lot of people here. Like, okay, you do get a bit of spam, but you get a lot of comments like this here. People post snipes, and people post what they're looking for, and you can do some good trades with these guys. Like, for example, this guy here wants the Sword of Darkness or the Sword of Light, which is helpful, and I recommend you do that if you get the chance. So yeah, buying and investing limiteds is definitely it's definitely worth it. However, this way does take is kind of set in stone based on the fact that you only make profits when Roblox releases good items or items like this, and well, might only get a couple of these a week at best, so it is a little long, and like the previous examples, it is going to take time before to get rich. Now, the next way is personally one of my favorite ways, and there's two of them. There's the loans and buying and getting drawn. Alright, so I'm sure we'll start with the getting drawn. So I'm sure you've heard or seen ads about getting drawn before, and I'm telling you right now, it's a huge, huge, huge way of making profit, and it's really good. So let's just go down here, and actually no, we don't need to go down here for this. What you do basically is you can make ads. I'm not saying to go against ads, but I don't recommend it. What I recommend you do is just go game to game looking for people who want to get drawn. And when I say game to game, I mean go to games like this one here, Be a Parent, or another really good one's the Iron Cafe, or this game right here. Because a lot of people that play these kind of games here are the kind of people that would want to get drawn. Don't go to like Let's Make a Deal or anywhere in the forum, because usually people there don't want to get drawn. Go to games like this, and like this server here, like for example, this guy here is BC. You might want to go after him and ask him if he want to get drawn. Try and avoid drawing people that don't have BC. Excuse me, because they don't usually have a lot of money to go for, and it's usually you don't get a lot. As far as drawing goes, usually these people are happy if you just open up a program like Paint. I recommend Paint.net because it's a bit cleaner and just saving their picture off their profile, for example. Right click here, save it, and then just go on Paint.net and edit the picture. Usually they're pretty happy with that. And what I recommend after you do that is just make a game, for example, called, I don't know, Art Studio, Museum, and put their pictures up there. And the reason why I recommend you make a game where you can put their pictures up is because when people walk into that building and there's all these pictures of people you've drawn, you use the decals. Um, it's basically good advertisement for them as themselves. You can tell them, this is a good way for you to become famous. This is a good way for you to, I don't know, get noticed. And a lot of people do like that. So, I mean, this one here is one someone drew of me. Let's see if it loads. Yeah, and it's stuff like this that a lot of people like. You don't have to be this advanced. Even if you just edit it, people will like that. So yeah. Um, what's next? All right. The next example is loans. Now, a lot of people, as far as loan goes, when the first time you hear loans, is scam. And for the majority, scamming does come up a lot with loans. However, you can get legit loans, and these loans work out fairly nice. The way it works is you go to people and you ask them for a loan of Robux to buy a new limited that comes out. Okay, so let's just say it's a Gear Friday. A new gear came out. I don't know. It's a sword. I have this much, and it costs 500, and it's selling out fast. So if you loan me, I don't know, the 150 Robux I need, because taxes will take away some, to buy this item, when I sell it, I'll give you some of the profit. They'll probably say yes if you're lucky, and yeah. And once you sell it, you get to keep some profit, you give it back, and in the end, you might make a little bit of profit. You won't make a lot, but you'll make enough, and this kind of stuff does help. But yeah, so that way there, I definitely recommend to do. What else? Oh, another one of my personal favorite ways, just to make money, is to make games. All right. Now, when you hear making games, you're probably gonna think, okay, I have to make some awesome game, scripting, blah 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 blah. No, you don't need to do that. And the reason why is because it's really hard to make a good game like Sword Fighting Tournament, for example. That's like sword fighting to get famous. So the kind of games I recommend you make are games like this. You know, the complex, Be a Kid or a Parent, or let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one right here, Truth or Dare. Because people play these kind of games, and the people that play these kind of games come in packs. Okay, I'm telling you, and the kind of packs I'm telling you, you're gonna get are online daters. You're gonna get them, and they're gonna come in by a chunk, and you're gonna make so much money. That's the way to make money based off games. Those kind of games, and this way does work if you don't have Builders Club. All right. So that's actually the main way. If you don't have Builders Club, I definitely recommend you make a game like that. It might be hard at the beginning. I do recommend for this kind of a game, you do make ads like this. You can go game to game. It might help for doing it for a couple days, but I don't recommend you do it, you know, every day. I probably just try and invest a bit of money into an ad. Okay? So, the final thing I recommend for becoming rich is buying Robux, okay? Now, a lot of people don't like this, and a lot of people relate it to being a noob, but it's really a good idea if you're just starting off with Builders Club. I don't recommend you buy Robux if you do not have Builders Club, unless you're looking to add a game. Um, I recommend you buy Robux if you're just starting off with Builders Club, because it is hard to get that first bit of Robux, alright? And which one do I recommend you buy? I probably buy one of these two here. If you can buy this one here, I wouldn't buy any of these. These are just a complete waste. I'd buy this one here or this one here. This one here is the best because 800 Robux does give you a nice bit. Oh wait, yeah, sorry, no, it's 1,000. Yeah, I'd go for this one here, 1,000 Robux. And the reason why is that's a lot of money. That gives you 1K, and that's a lot of money to play with. So I'd recommend for a fact buying Builders Club and doing this. It's just better off, okay? So yeah, those are my reasons. So just to paraphrase it up, it's trade currency, trading items, investing in limiteds, and joining those groups that have limiteds, loans, drawing people or anything like that, and making ODR games. All these ways definitely help to become rich. Um, you can, I mean, join forums like Let's Make a Deal, but um, the only reason why this forum is good, Let's Make a Deal, is you can go here, and this is basically where you can hear all about the rumors of the new items that are coming out that can make profit. Other than that, most of what this forum is people just showing off what they have. Okay, so I'd only go here. I'd probably go here on the weekend, maybe Friday. Friday's the best day to go on this, because that's when they're talking about what's coming out for the Gear Friday. But yeah, other than that, I try and stay away from forums if you're only starting off, unless you're going there for rumors. All right. So just stick on Twitter. All the admins have Twitter. Bright Eyes Twitter usually talks about new items. So does Shedless Sky. Just look at their Twitter, see if there's new items coming out. But making games like ODR games and drawing people for stuff, that's probably the best way to do it. And even when you're drawing people, don't make stuff cost a lot of money. Make it cost, I don't know, 25 Robux to 250. That's the best range of price to go for. Because, I mean, let's get serious. No one's going to pay 1K to get drawn, okay? So, yeah, no pun intended on that last one. But yeah. So that's pretty much just a summary of how you can get rich on Roblox. Leave in the comments below if these ideas work, or even if you have any new ideas. And yeah, just make sure you watch out for scammers and don't scam. Okay? Thanks.